Whether Onesimus was actually released from his status as a slave or not, we are not told. And Paul does not force this decision on Philemon, since his evangel does not concern itself with the solutions of social problems after the manner of the world, but rather with the proclamation of the victory of grace over all earthly inadequacies and insufficiencies. From the divine viewpoint, the highest position is that of a beloved brother. In Colossians 4:9, the apostle calls Onesimus a faithful and beloved brother who is one of you. In this passage, he makes not mention at all of his being a slave. The fact that he is a brother completely obviates the question of whether he is a slave or free. Retaining Onesimus would have been not only expedient for Paul, but under the circumstances, but also fully justified, since Philemon would have an opportunity to repay the apostle in this way and show his appreciation for what the latter had done for him. In view of these facts, should not Philemon leave Onesimus with Paul as a fellow worker? But the apostle dismissed all these considerations, impressive as they were, with the words of the following decision: "Yet apart from your opinion, I want to do nothing, that your good may not be as of compulsion, but voluntary." The fellowship of the faith within the ecclesia of the Christian house should become fully operative in the realization of every good thing which was in its members, for Christ Jesus. This was ever Paul's aspiration. We have said before that goodness, as explained in his epistles, is the attitude of the heart toward what is good in the eyes of God, and, therefore, is the perfect way of life. Now, the apostle wants this goodness to take shape in Philemon's heart. The good thing in him should develop to the fullest in the fellowship of the faith, and through the Spirit of God, not because of any pressure exerted by Paul, no matter how good his intentions may have been. This explains his wording, "I want," in verse 14, which is one of our idiomatic renderings for "I will," in the sense of "I form a decision," or "I make a choice," or "I purpose." It was Paul's decision or will to abstain from his own intention and to let Philemon make his choice according to his own opinion. An opinion is a mental conclusion based on knowledge on the evidence available. The ideal thing for Philemon would be to get attuned to the same mind and to the same opinion as Paul's, as a result of the judgment of his own conscience, while taking into account what Paul had said in the preceding verses. Hence, Philemon's no effect or opinion should be based on knowing the apostle's personal intention and will effect. With this knowledge, Philemon would be able to keep counsel with himself and make his own decision. No such process is probably ever going on in the minds of those who insist on their opinion in the situation comparable to the one dealt with in this epistle. Occasionally, an opinion is offered as an excuse to cover up the true intentions of the heart. We say, "This is the way I see it, and there's nothing I can do about it." Yet the divine warning still stands. Each of us shall be giving account concerning himself to God. By no means, then, should we still be judging one another, but rather decide this, not to be placing a stumbling block for a brother or a snare. Hence, Paul shows respect for the opinion of the brother and shuns anything which might exert pressure and thus limit Philemon's freedom of conscience. The good thing which is in him for Christ Jesus must not be as of compulsion, but rather voluntary. Only then will it be pleasing to the Lord.